Welcome back. So as you heard us earlier talk about the Apostle Islands, the high winds tomorrow, canceling public visitations, and I always thought, you just taught me something, that the wind doesn't necessarily move the ice. I thought it moves the water and the water moves the ice, but you're telling me it can absolutely.
Yeah, and you've heard me say before, I'll use our local area as an example. When I talk about a good south to southwesterly wind day here in the UP, I'm always saying stay off the nearshore Lake Superior ice, stay off Munising Bay, because you never know. Sometimes that south to southwest wind can push the ice away from the shore and out into the open waters of Lake Superior. And I'm imagining what the National Park Service is concerned about around the Apostle Islands. They're going to start to get an east wind. We are tomorrow night too. That's really going to pick up the pace, and that might move and shift the ice around tomorrow around the Apostle Islands. And the last thing anyone wants is somebody on a ice island just floating around on Lake Superior.
It would be sad and lonely.
Yes, so they're trying to avoid that, I'm sure. And we're going to see that east wind tomorrow night. But this morning, Andrew, we had some thunderstorms that actually overachieved.
Thunderstorms?
Yes, so let's go to our 906 Weather Watchers page, or photo. And that's our 906 Weather Watchers page on Facebook. Cindy Scheffler Escanava. Now, my opinion on this is it's two things. It's either hail or it's graupel. And I'm not there to pick up what's on the walkway there. If it was graupel, I would pick it up and it would pretty much instantly melt in my hand.
Okay.
If it was hail, kind of ice, kind of like an ice feel to it. You know, you pick up an ice cube, it kind of takes a while for it to melt.
Okay.
That would be hail, but if it was graupel, it would almost instantaneously melt in your hand because it's a softer ice.
Well, I think it's salt.
Yeah, it looks like salt too. I mean, it's almost looking like a salt deal. I thought it was some sleet mixed in, but it's either graupel or hail. Regardless, just an awesome photo there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cindy, for sending that in. We definitely had some thunder moving across the south central UP and the eastern UP today that brought some heavier precipitation. That's why I said these thunderstorms did overachieve this morning. If you'd like to join our 906 Weather Watchers page on Facebook, feel free to join. We'd love to show off photos like that during my UP News. So here's what's up with the weather. Through Monday morning, it's fog or freezing fog, but we got that winter storm on the way Tuesday night on into Wednesday. And what to expect will be the heavy snow and wind, but we could also see some freezing rain in the mix. With that in mind, we do have a winter storm watch in effect. The National Weather Service has issued that for the Keweenaw Peninsula, Baraga-Marquette counties, and eastward Tuesday evening through Wednesday night. Let's talk the freezing fog first, and we're already down to a half-mile visibility at Marquette, Sawyer, Gwinn, and with temperatures already below freezing, and in fact 25 degrees at Marquette, Sawyer, Gwinn. That's when we can get freezing fog. And just be careful on some of the roadways, but I'm more concerned around your house because the freezing fog can cause some slick spots on your back porch, your front porch, or your deck, and we don't want you to slip and fall. There's our storm system coming into Idaho right now. It's going to head our way as we head into tomorrow, but currently right now we're just dealing with the freezing fog, and that's what we're going to have through the early morning hours on Tuesday. After the freezing fog, we do get some sunshine to break on through, but more clouds as we head into later on in the day Tuesday. And then tomorrow night at this time, here comes our heavier wet snow that will be moving on in, and it's UP wide on Wednesday morning, but we could also see some sleet and freezing rain in the mix, and that may cut down on totals. We'll get to the snow totals here in just a moment. The heavier precipitation Wednesday afternoon lifts to the north. We're left with some scattered heavier wet snow, but I think by Wednesday evening, anything that does fall will be in the form of snow, but we could see some freezing drizzle in the mix. As for snow amounts here, the heavier amounts will be as you go inland west of Marquette for most, or excuse me, in the higher terrain west of Marquette. For most of us, it's 6 to 9 inches of snow, lighter amounts along the US 2 corridor, and this isn't going to be a cute fluffy snow. This is going to be the heavier wet snow, so if you have back issues, heart issues, or asthma issues, seek help clearing this snow. We'll also have some ice in the mix, which could add up to a glaze to perhaps 1/10 of an inch of ice Tuesday night through Wednesday, but I do think the higher terrain west of Marquette and the Keweenaw Peninsula this go around stays mainly snow. There's your easterly wind here, and it could gust Tuesday night, Wednesday morning between 25 and 35 miles per hour, and along the Lake Michigan shoreline and in the Keweenaw Peninsula could gust between 40 and 50 miles per hour, which may lead to some power outages Teens and 20s tonight turn into the 30s and 40s tomorrow afternoon. For Marquette, we got 37 for your Tuesday, and we got snow and wind for Wednesday with some freezing rain in the mix, 31. Another round of accumulated snow is possible on Friday. Real quick here, we'll spin around the UP here. Munising, Grand Marais, 40 degrees. Tuesday, right around 40 for the eastern UP. Along Lake Michigan, we'll see temperatures right around 40 for your Tuesday. And then in the Keweenaw Peninsula and in the western UP and along the Michigan-Wisconsin border for Tuesday, highs around 40 or the 40s.